Virgo, and welcome to your June of 2016 tarot card reading. Okay, as I always start out, I point out that I use the Thoth deck, just in case anybody out there is interested. And I also point out that I get the cards shuffled, laid out, ready to go before I turn on the camera, and that saves us quite a bit of time. Okay, the way the deck is laid out, this is how the sign of Virgo will be going into the month of June. These cards are from the 1st of June going to the middle of the month. These cards are middle of the month going to the end of the month. These cards are considered advice from the spiritual world, and these cards are the things that will be out of your control. Okay, Virgo. Now if you remember last month, you finished on a high note. You was even offering peace and making peace. So let's see how we start out for this month. You start out with completion. Completion is a settlement, completion after much labor, rest. Okay, so you know that's pretty good. That's a continuation from last month's reading. Then you have the Four of Discs, power, which is law and order, success, rank. So you're still in a good place. And then the Knight of Cups, a man who's graceful, amiable, sensitive, he has little depth of character. He was in your reading last month as well. Okay, and now he's here still as you go into June. But you're going into June in a good, victorious place. I mean, you have got rest, you've got completion after labor. You're feeling really good about how things are going as you go into the month. So let's see how the month is going to go. You start with the Four of Swords, truce, which is a rest from sorrow, peace after war, recovery from sickness. Okay, you're starting out in a good place. Then you have luxury, the Four of Cups, which is a pleasure mixed with anxiety, the seeds of decay and the fruits of pleasure. Okay, now it looks like as you're going in to June, okay, going towards the middle of the month, you're enjoying yourself too much. Now last month you made changes and you enjoyed them, but you had to fight for them. Now that you've won, you are really enjoying those changes more than you should be. Okay, you're starting to upset some people again because you're going a little overboard with it. As you go into the middle of the month, you have the Prince of Cups, which is a young man who is an artist. He's passionate, he's intense, but he's also ruthless. And apparently you're going to upset him because as you go from the middle of the month towards the end of the month, you have cruelty, the Nine of Swords, which is worry, suffering, loss, lying. Okay, so you've apparently upset some people with your celebrations. Don't worry, you have a right to celebrate, just you're going a little bit overboard with it. According to this. Pardon me, I'm getting over a cold. Okay, as we start heading towards the end of the month, you've got the Prince of Wands. A young man, strong, impulsive, noble. He has a sense of humor. He's going to be there as well in your life. But you end the month with interference, which is a sheer unforeseen bad luck. Neglect of important things. Okay, so when we start out in June, June is going to go great right up towards the middle of the month. But man, that second half of the month goes downhill fast. The second half of the month, you've got worrying, you've got deceit, you've got bad luck. So the first half of the month looks great. The second half of the month, we're going to have to read a few more cards and see how that's going to go. Okay, you start these advice cards. The Six of Discs is success, which is success and gain in material things, influence, nobility. That makes me think that maybe these are emotions that are going to be your problem during the second part of the month, because the advice card is saying you can still go through financially. You know, you can still grow financially. The Ace of Cups, which is productiveness, beauty, pleasure, happiness. This is advice. Maybe you should just keep in mind during the month that happiness is nothing more than a choice. I mean, choose to be happy and you can be. And then the Magus, which is a skill, wisdom, craft. So these are building up cards financially and everything. You can still be building up your life which still points to this being emotional strain over here rather than actual physical, financial strain. You've got the things that will be out of your control. You've got the Knight of Swords, man active, skillful, clever, but he's often unreflective. So he will be out of your control. You got a lot of men in your cards this month. Okay, then you got failure, which is a disappointment, hopes deceived, promises unfulfilled. Again, that points to this being emotional strain over here rather than actual physical or financial strain. So you're going to have a rough emotional time. And your final card, the Three of Discs, which is works, which is constructive building up, increase, growth. Again, that shows that you can still have a very productive month going on here. It looks like this last part is going to be an emotional roller coaster rather than a financial one. So there you are, Virgo. That is your reading for the June of 2016. If you like the reading, I hope you will subscribe to the channel. Until then, I would like to thank you for watching. This is Mr. Whoopi, out.